Bobcats, and happy Thursday. I hope your morning is off to a great one this morning. Welcome from Toby and Cookie Dough and I to our living room here, otherwise known as the current WBLS Morning News Studio. Today is Thursday, April the 23rd of 2020. That is just crazy. The days keep passing along. We want to wish two special first graders a happy birthday today. That's Miss Gracie Pageant and Mr. Pahal Patel, both super fun Bobcats that just make me smile to even think of them. And we want to wish you a happy birthday from all of your Bobcat family. Also, there's three very special ladies from our school that we want to wish a happy birthday to this week. That is Miss Barrett, who celebrated her birthday this week, Miss LaJeunesse, or we call her Miss Laura, who takes care of all of our friends in the clinic, and Miss Ryan, a third grade teacher who had a very special birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to all of you. We love you bunches, and we know that the people who love you celebrated you big time. So happy birthday to you. Now we're going to take a quick look at our weather for today. From what I can tell, about noontime, about lunchtime, we're going to have the rain will be coming into our area, and it looks like as the day proceeds, we will have stronger rain as the day goes on into the evening time. So stay safe, but what it looks like is it will bring us sunshine over the next probably 3, 4, 5 days. So that will be worth it right there. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I love that picture of Hayden from Miss McLeod's class to finish us out with the pledge. We enjoyed seeing Officer Certain yesterday and his message. That was awfully special. And today I have a message from Investigator Ryan, who also works with the Tallahassee Police Department. And she loves to come and spend time. She's actually told me it's one of her favorite days of the week when she gets to come and be with us. And so she's got a message for all of our Bobcats. You may not know this, but Investigator Ryan, actually used to be a PE teacher, which is perfect for our special area spotlight today. So enjoy this message from Investigator Ryan, one of our school resource officers from the Tallahassee Police Department.
Good morning, Bobcats. How are you? I miss you all. I hope we get to see each other soon. I know we will, and I hope you're staying up on your assignments. This is Investigator Ryan saying, hope you have a great, great day.
Thank you, Investigator Ryan. It was so great to see you. Now, I'm going to share a few jokes to tickle your funny bone. These are a little bit corny, but which one of your teeth is always nice and polite? Your sweet tooth. Miss Young's got one of those. Sweet tooth. What cell phones do lizards use? This is a fun one. What cell phones do lizards use? A rep dial. That was a good one. I know it was. Why did the peanut butter jump in the ocean? You ready? To be with the jellyfish. I know, I feel like there needs to be a drum roll. There. Those were good. I know they were good. Just a reminder, don't forget to send me your pet pictures to Miss Young at youngk@leonschools.net. We got a lot more in yesterday. I was so happy. And man, you guys have some cute pets out there. Remember, it doesn't have to just be, we do love dogs, I have to say. And we love cats. Miss Young has actually never owned a cat before, but I have some new little nieces that are cats, and so send us those pictures in today. I won't be able to take any past about 4 o'clock today, so if you'll go ahead and get those in so we can have our pet parade tomorrow. We sure enjoyed our faculty one last week. So hey guys, don't forget to vote for your favorite Sunshine State or Sunshine State Junior book, because tomorrow is the last day. I actually have my shirt on today. This is my FAME t-shirt, and FAME is the Florida Association of Media in Education. And so basically it's a professional organization for media specialists in the state of Florida, and they do a lot of great things. And one of the things that you guys actually know a lot about is our Sunshine State program, where kids all over the state of Florida get to vote for their favorite books. So they do a lot of great work. We actually, our very own Mr. Millard actually won a special award, I guess maybe last year, for being a great advocate. That means he really supports our media center. And he actually won an award for the whole state of Florida for being an advocate and a proponent for our media center at Buck Lake Elementary School. So it's a great organization. And listen what's going to happen today, because this morning, probably about 10 o'clock, they are going to release the brand new Sunshine State books for next school year. This is exciting. And so as soon as I get the list, Ms. Young will post them on our Facebook page, and they'll probably go out via email as well. I know Mr. Millard gets so excited. He's probably sitting there watching. And Miss Kay is probably ready to order all of them. She always gets them read very quickly. And so it's an exciting day for us. If we were at school, we would be excited, and we're excited now. Speaking of Miss Kay, we want to welcome in Miss Barrett and Miss Kay for our special area spotlight today. I hope you've been enjoying this and seeing their faces as well. We know we're seeing lots of bobcats riding their bikes outside, and Miss Kay and Miss Barrett are going to share the ABCs of biking with you. Enjoy. Hi, Bobcats.
Hi.
This is Miss Barrett and Miss Kay, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about some bike safety today, because we know that you are all out there riding your bikes right now, and unfortunately we're missing our bike safety unit that we would be doing this month. So we thought we'd go over some bike safety information for you. First thing we're going to talk about is our helmet fit. All right, it's very important that when you're riding your bicycles, you're wearing those helmets. Remember, that is actually a law. If you are under the age of 16, you have to wear a helmet. Now, it's very important when you wear your helmet, you want to make sure that your helmet fits properly. To do a good helmet fit, you want to put your helmet on your head, and then you're going to take 2 fingers and put them above your eyebrows, and you should feel your helmet on your top finger. You want to make sure that it's not too far back on your head and that it's covering the front part of your head, which is very important. Then you're going to put 2 fingers underneath the bottom strap, because we don't want to make sure that that strap is not too low, and make sure you can't fit more than 2 fingers underneath there. If so, you need to adjust your strap so that it is tighter. And then on the side, you want to have a V over your ear with your straps, so that way the straps are in the proper place. Once you've done all of that, you want to move your head around to make sure that your helmet is not too loose and that it's on securely while you're riding your bikes. All right, so now we're going to talk about your bike check. You should always check your bike before you ride, every time before you ride your bike. We're going to do the ABC bike check. First, the A is for air, so you want to check your air in your tires, make sure that it's not too low or not too high. Then our B is for brakes. We're going to check our brakes. If you have hand brakes, you want to squeeze those brakes, make sure that they're working properly. If you have pedal brakes, and you want to put your foot on the pedal and make sure that it is stopping. And then the C is for chain. So we want to look at your chain, make sure that it's in the proper place. You can move your pedal to make sure that the chain is staying where it should be.
And that is your ABC bike
Okay,
check.
now we're going to show you how to stop at the stop sign. Okay, he's going to demonstrate riding up to the stop sign.
Stopping.
Right, you're going to yell stopping before you get to the stop sign. Then once you get to the stop sign, you're going to show your hand signal. You're going to stop. You're going to look left, right, left. Point the direction that you want to go. Once it's clear. All right, Bobcat, so be active, be safe, and we miss you. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Spirit and Miss Kay. That is helpful information. So, Bobcats, remember you wear that helmet. That's super important. And I think even more important is that you wear it correctly, right? It's not the time to worry about being cute. Miss Young loves to wear her baseball hats. I want my hair to be fixed. But listen, when you're on a bike, you got to make sure that helmet is on correctly or it doesn't do you any good. So thank you, PE teachers, for that. We want to welcome in another special teacher to us, and that's our guidance counselor, Miss Mullinax, who is going to host our very first virtual Terrific Kids, otherwise known as Terrific Kids 2.0. And welcome, Miss Mullinax. We can't wait to hear about all those terrific kids.
Good morning, Bobcats. I am excited to bring back Terrific Kids, and we're calling it Terrific Kids 2.0 because it's just like regular Terrific Kids with a little bit of a twist. Now, parents and teachers are able to nominate all of you wonderful Bobcats out there, and I get to read all of these wonderful things about you. So I'm excited to hear not only what you're doing with your schoolwork, because I know you're doing a great job with that, but I'm also excited to hear about all of the wonderful things that you're doing at home. So I have my first group of terrific kids I want to read to you today, and we're going to start with Quentin Plyler, and he is in Mrs. Williams' class. So this says, Quentin was nominated for Terrific Kid this week because even with all of the changes in his routine and just his overall life, he's adapting and doing a really great job working with his mom on all of his schoolwork. Quentin, I know your mom and Ms. Williams are very proud of you, and we are too. Keep up the great work. Next up is Charlotte Sykes, and she's in third grade. She's in Mrs. Mathis's class, and Charlotte was nominated by her teacher. And Miss Mathis said that Charlotte was the very first student in her class to complete all of the week 3 assignments, and she did it all in one day. Fantastic job, Charlotte. Keep it up. The next terrific kid is Drew Johnson, and he is in first grade. He's in Mrs. Oschlager's class. And Drew was nominated by his teacher, Mrs. Oschlager. And this says that Drew has been working very hard on his assignments at home, and he's completed everything on time. Wonderful job, Drew. I know you're working really, really hard. Keep it up. This is great. I'm glad you're a terrific kid. Wonderful. All right, next up we have Jordan Langley, and she's in first grade. She's in Mrs. Braswell's class. And this says Jordan was nominated by her teacher, Mrs. Braswell. And Miss Braswell said that Jordan is delightful. She said she works hard, she completes her work each week, and that Jordan is a good friend, and she enjoys laughing and having fun. So great job, Jordan. You're doing a wonderful job. Next up is Joseph Gusick, and he is in fourth grade. He's in Mrs. Majewski and Mrs. Harrison's homerooms. And this says Joseph has adapted to the changes this year remarkably. While he is missing his friends and his teachers, he's adjusted well to staying at home, and he's continued to work really hard on his reading. Along with this, he helps out around the house with chores like feeding and walking his dog, cleaning his room, and vacuuming. So that sounds very responsible of you, Joseph. Great job. Keep it up. All right, next up we have Allie Whitaker, and she is in third grade. She's in Mrs. Widener's class. And this says, Allie was nominated for Terrific Kid by her family for many reasons. She has been very helpful to her brothers with their schoolwork when they need a little extra assistance. She's been encouraging, she's been supportive, and she's just had an overall positive attitude every step of the way. Along with this, she's also doing an amazing job on her own schoolwork, and she's choosing to do extra assignments, and she keeps reading consistently and really working towards those goals. So Allie, I know your family is very proud of you. I am too. We all are. So keep it up. You're doing great, Allie. Our next terrific kid today is Maida Shanbag, and she's in fifth grade. She's in Mrs. Rodriguez's class. And this says, during this time at home, Maida has been a great role model for her sister Viva. When Maida is planning out her schoolwork schedule, she also helps Viva with a plan for her as well. And she helps out her sister anytime she needs it. And because they're working so well together, they even started a YouTube channel together. Overall, Maida was nominated because of the responsibility that she's shown and her positive outlook during this time. Maida, wonderful job. All right, next up we have Isaiah Scott, and he's in 4th grade. He's in Mr. Lassiter's class. And this says, Isaiah was nominated for Terrific Kid by his family because he has been such a great help with his brothers and with chores around the house. His younger brother had a birthday parade, and it was actually even on the news. It was pretty cool. And not only did Isaiah know about it and keep it a secret leading up to the event, but he was actually interviewed by one of the cameramen who was there to film the event. So wonderful job, Isaiah. I know you're a big help around the house. It sounds like you're doing a great job, so keep it up. Next Terrific Kid today is Caleb Gray, and he's in 1st grade. He's in Mrs. Threadgill's class. And this says, Caleb was nominated for Terrific Kid because he has been very kind to his little sister, even sharing his corner of the couch with her. And his teacher, Mrs. Threadgill, also said that he's a great contributor during their class Zoom meetings. So wonderful job, Caleb. All right, next up is Roshayla Lethand, and she is in 3rd grade. She's in Mrs. Ryan's class. And this says, Roshayla has taken initiative in completing her assignments with much positivity and eagerness. She helps out around the house with cooking and laundry, and she just displays an overall positive attitude with everything she does. And that's not a surprise to me. If you know Roshayla, she is just one of the happiest kiddos I've ever met. So Roshayla, it sounds like you're doing a wonderful job. I'm very proud of you. Next up is Ben Doyle Korn, and he's in kindergarten, and he's in Mrs. Duclos' room. And this says, Ben was nominated for Terrific Kid this week because of his amazing effort to make others happy. He requested that his family make signs with positive messages and greetings on them. Then he wanted to go to the corner of Buck Lake Road, and he wanted to wave to cars and show them the signs and just smile and be happy out there to see, just spread kindness and positivity and to make others smile. And I just thought that was such an amazing effort to spread kindness. So Ben, that was a wonderful idea. You're doing a great job. Congratulations. Our last Terrific Kid today is Lily Fendrick, and she's in 3rd grade for Mrs. Ryan's class. And this says Lily was nominated for Terrific Kid for not only her great attitude toward her schoolwork, but also because she's shown responsibility and helped out around the house. She reads to her little sister for as long as her little sister wants. She does chores around the house, which includes taking care of their horses. And she's just overall stepped up and shown how much she loves to help others. And that, again, does not surprise me at all because I know Lily has a great heart. So that's all of our Terrific Kids for this week. Bobcats, anyone has the chance to be a terrific kid, and it's up to teachers, it's up to parents. Send in those nominations. I love reading about all of these wonderful things that you're doing because I know there's amazing things happening in your homes, even though we can't all be together. So nominations are due each Monday, and I'll be back next week with another round of Terrific Kids. So that's all. Bye, Bobcats.
What a great bunch of terrific kids. I wasn't at all surprised by the names that I heard. I just wish we could have you all together in a big group picture just like we do at school. But soon enough, we will. And so keep up the terrific job, guys. I heard a lot about friends who are being great role models for their younger siblings, those that are jumping in and helping their parents, right? That's invaluable. And your parents are watching and your teachers are noticing when you are being diligent and doing what you're supposed to with your schoolwork, even if you're not in the classroom. So way to go. We are proud of all of you. Now, hey, don't forget about Mr. Millard's challenge, right? At the beginning of the week, he shared with you that his favorite season is summertime and invited you to read a book about your favorite season and draw a picture and share it to the Buck Lake Media page. So I know he's watching. We got some in yesterday, and so I would encourage you to do that. So that's all for today, Bobcats, for WBLS. Remember to purr. You know what that is. It's to be prepared, to be upstanding, to be responsible. We heard that in Terrific Kids. And to be respectful. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.